Yeah, that should be lots of color. Hello, this is not a spring chicken today. We chose this spot specifically because there's lots of color. And there's, I don't know, as you might have guessed, well, we're doing testing today with a 3D camera. And it was raining when I left. It's not raining this instant. So, of course, I thought it was going to be all overcast everywhere, but lots of really bright color for people to go ahead and see. Oh, yeah, I guess we better bring up news, right? Oh, well, the big news today is that Obama is in LA causing havoc once again with traffic. Yes, the morning commute, the afternoon commute. Boy, I don't remember this problem with other presidents, but we're going to bring Oldecam on with comments on the headlines of today. Here's the cool part. It's so bright right here. We could go either direction. So, you know, one of the biggest news today is, of course, oh, wait, Obama's pulling out all the stats for attacking anyone, even liberals, that stand up to him. Sounds like Chicago-style politics.
I mean, I knew that he would basically get really mean and nasty. The Republicans didn't think so, and neither did his supporters. But there are a lot of people being tossed on the wheels of the Obama train right now.
The firing a fall on his sword for Obama, liberal reporter Juan Williams igniting a firestorm against the Democrats right before the election.
Well, yeah, they said basically it was the worst possible thing that could happen to the Democrats because, I mean, they're getting ready to axe Maura Iverson for the same reason because she's white. But he needs black voters, and he's canned a civil rights supporter for the Muslims. So.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I could understand them being upset with Juan, but I mean, look, he's been there on Fox for a while doing commentating.
He is a complete Obama kiss your butt person. I mean, if Obama basically says his night and his day, he agrees with the president on every issue. Now he's basically pissed off one of his supporters. He's letting people know that he flat out said the Obama administration is behind all of it.
Should we be surprised? It's because of a complaint from a Muslim group?
Yes, right.
Yeah. Mount Rushmore featuring Obama to be in Macy's parade.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. What is this?
No, there's talk about his head being placed on a fifth head being placed on the Rushmore float because of the great things that he has done for our nation.
There's a Rushmore float? That sounds like a campaign to get him onto Mount Rushmore.
Yep. Isn't that amazing?
But I thought they said there wasn't room for a fifth president.
There won't be a fifth president. They'll take a head off and put his on. But that's not going to happen because the people really do not like this guy.
It is against the First Amendment to say Obama is a tyrant.
That's absolutely. Anybody that says that is being really cut down at the ankles by Obama's supporters.
Oh. And George Soros is funding the tax on Fox News.
Yeah, $1 million here, $1.5 million here, basically. He's giving, or he's funding the Huffington Post, Media Matters. He's giving money to National Public Radio to hire 150 reporters to go out after Fox.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and it's the only reason they're being hired is to go after Fox, which basically, okay, a lot of this is to do the good cop, bad cop stuff to make Fox look bad, and then they attack Obama. The problem is it's backfiring horribly on the president. The people on the left are basically afraid they're going to lose their right to free speech too.
Well, yeah, because what? They're just trying to pressure the Republicans for not having rights of free speech?
That's right.
Yeah. Millions of Californians preparing to stage an earthquake drill.
Yeah. We got the right weather for it, though it's really miserable weather. We got sun right now, and the clouds are off to every direction around us.
California voters turning against Prop 19.
Oh, well, because they've discovered that there really is no penalties for, like they said, there's no way of gathering taxes like they said. And it basically, when they're putting down it's a benign drug, it doesn't lead to any problems. No one buys that one.
And why it's important to give Obama control of the House and Senate so that important bills can be passed that Bush won't allow to be voted on.
I know. It cannot get through. They said that this is a total negative for the Obama people to continually saying Bush is stopping everything. They're laughing. They said this campaign is the laughing stock of the entire world because it seems the only people that don't know Bush as a president is the Democrats.
There is an exception in the First Amendment when it comes to Glenn Beck.
Well, basically, if Glenn Beck has no freedom of speech because everyone knows Glenn Beck is a lying son of a bitch as the people that Soros is giving money to say.
Oh, really?
That's right.
Yeah, what happened to freedom of speech?
There is no freedom of speech anymore. The Democrats have decided to make war on everybody, so
Facebook says apps transmitted user information.
what do they think those apps will be doing? I mean, if they solve the problem with Apple, with the iPhone, and then they solve the problem with the Android, so what do they think is going to happen?
I know. Pundits agree. Democrats' attack on Chamber is a flop.
Or the Democratic pundits said they don't. I mean, they put out another ad. The secret money is coming in by the tens of millions of dollars to take away the rights of minorities in this nation. That's the latest one. So,
Fearing rout, Obama and Democrats reach to female voters.
yeah, well, because as they say, Obama has a lot to personally offer you if it comes to basic business.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's what one of the comics said. He said, I assume that Obama will be making personal door-to-door appearances for every vote he gets.
Well, we could ask, especially two Republican women.
Yeah, Collins and the other one he's offering them for their votes all the time.
That's right. Mel Gibson cameo cut from film.
Yeah, because the cast and crew didn't approve of him. Well, I would
What
say,
does that have to do with any of it?
if I was the production company, I'd say, drop dead. I hire who I want to hire. You don't tell me who I'm hiring. And first of all, Gibson has been charged with nothing. He basically, the woman has been known to shake down people. First of all, you shouldn't marry somebody you know to shake down people.
Yeah, and Obama urges Oregon Democrats and new voters to prevent GOP takeover.
I know. He said that the new voters. You know what the new voters are?
What?
The illegal aliens.
Oh, that's right. That would be, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they said the new voters are coming out in force for Susan Collins in Washington. They're not allowed to vote, but they're coming out in force anyway.
Well, how can they do that? Oh, isn't that amazing?
I know.
Yeah, Mexican authorities seize 105 tons of marijuana.
Yeah, and that was just one seizure. They've burned another 145 ton. So the stuff is flooding into the country by absolutely by the shipload, by the semi-load, because they're all figuring that California was going to pass the thing and it'd be perfectly illegal.
Yeah, And GOP fights against gay troop ban policy in flux.
Yeah, that basically, the government basically narrowly defined everything again. So.
Iraqi leaders say they don't follow U.S. advice on the government.
Well, because they don't want to follow Muslim leadership. They got that problem already.
I know, and as you can hear, this is live.
I'm assuming the president.
That's what it is? That's what the president's, yeah.
That's not actually one of them probably is. That great big beggar up there is Marine One.
Oh.
Yeah, which means we know how he's getting back and forth.
Well, I know, but they still tie up all the roads.
Well, because his cars have to be down there.
Yeah. GOP
Yeah,
I forget. Okay, report. U.S. to cut aid to Pakistani army units over abuse.
Yeah, Obama basically has to have any excuse to basically lose the war.
And CIA sues former officer, says book breaks secrecy agreement.
Well, yeah, everybody breaks the secrecy agreement. There's so many books out on these things. Probably what happened was some guy basically didn't write the negative stuff they wanted, so they went after him.
Oh, WikiLeaks under pressure from money firm Sweden.
Well, they don't have any money. The company, they shut off all the guy's money, and they're shutting off the money to the companies that are supporting him.
After uproar, Univision pulls ad urging Latinos not to vote.
Yeah, but was there a hat?
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Is the U.S. system rigged for the rich?
No, it's basically anybody can become rich in our country, unlike most of the countries in the world. What happens is when you get wealthy, you try to stay wealthy, and the Democrats don't like that.
Well, isn't that what you do? Yeah, but the Democrats are pretty wealthy. They've got a lot of old money.
Yeah, we have a Segway army coming up behind us too. So.
We do? Oh, we'll have to get that too. And Apple iPad sales disappoint.
Well, yeah, because it's underpowered, doesn't do much, and it's just a fancy e-reader is all it is.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
If a man has a tendency to throw people under the wheels of his bus, don't believe that you are going to be next.